To survive and reproduce, ticks must feed on host animals throughout their life. These hosts not only provide food for ticks, but also transport ticks to new areas, such as your yard. One way to control ticks on your property is by reducing the amount of favorable habitat available for these hosts. Reducing the habitat available for tick hosts is a form of mechanical or physical control, and it is an important part of a complete integrated vector management program. But how do we know which animals ticks are feeding on, and how do we target them? Ticks go through 4 different life stages: eggs, larvae, nymphs, and adults. Many tick species, such as the black-legged or deer tick, are 3-host ticks. These ticks will attach to and feed on 3 different hosts throughout their life. During their larval and nymphal stages, black-legged ticks will feed on a variety of small to medium-sized mammals. Some common hosts are rodents, like mice and chipmunks. As adults, ticks start feeding on larger host animals, such as deer. Some hosts may be infected with pathogens, such as bacteria and viruses, which ticks can pick up when they feed on these animals. Ticks can then transmit these pathogens to the next animal or human they feed on. Because of this, reducing suitable habitat for hosts has multiple benefits. It can reduce the total number of ticks on your property by reducing the number of suitable hosts, and it can also reduce the likelihood of any ticks on your property being infected with a pathogen. So how can we use this information to control ticks? Let's focus on 2 common tick hosts: white-footed mice and deer. Small mammals, including mice, are often found in small, enclosed places where they can seek shelter and raise pups after giving birth. Some examples of areas preferred by small mammals include log piles, and rock walls. Reduce these mice habitats by cleaning and sealing stone walls and removing rock piles. It is a good idea to also remove any tall grasses and leaf litter near them. You can also move log piles further away from areas of high human activity, like your house, to minimize your chances of contacting ticks. Mice are also often found in areas with dense understory and plant growth. Thinning out or clearing these areas can reduce the number of mice and thus ticks living there. Let's switch to another major tick host, deer. One way to keep deer off your property is by installing deer-specific fencing. There are many types of deer fencing available, but always make sure to check your local regulations on the types of fencing that may be used. In addition, always check that the fencing is anchored securely to the ground to prevent deer from crawling underneath. You can also keep deer out of your property by eliminating deer attractants, which may include feed piles, fresh fruits and vegetables, and plants that are susceptible to being eaten by deer. Eliminating feed piles from your yard has many benefits in addition to reducing the number of deer carrying ticks into your property. Removing feed can prevent deer from congregating in one area, which reduces the spread of diseases such as chronic wasting disease. It can also encourage deer to consume a more balanced and nutritious diet. Deer are also attracted to any fresh produce growing in your yard. Harvesting any fruits or vegetables as soon as they are ripe may reduce the number of deer entering your property. As anyone with a garden probably knows, there are many common landscaping plants that deer will happily enter your yard to snack on if given the chance. Place plants that are susceptible to being eaten closer to areas with high human activity, such as near your house, to discourage deer from eating them. Alternatively, there are many landscaping plant options available that are deer resistant. These plants tend to have a rough texture or contain aromatic compounds, which make them unpalatable to deer. For more information about browse-resistant plants, check out the Penn State Extension website. If you search for deer-resistant options, you'll find an article that includes a list of landscaping plants rarely browsed by deer in Pennsylvania, and other helpful resources. Animal hosts, such as white-footed mice and deer, can carry ticks and tick-associated pathogens. By reducing tick host habitat, you can reduce the risk of tick bites and tick-borne disease transmission.